This is a brand new set and it's absolutely revolutionary. There's so many amazing minifigures included. I am so excited to share this with you. First, I'm going to get into my rating for the set, my review, and then some final thoughts, and you'll be on your way to the next video. Let's get into it. I do my ratings on a number of metrics to help you figure out if this set is right for you. Like usually I can kind of get a little bit of a reflection from my ring light, but you can definitely see it on this one. Just ignore it. Skill 6 out of 10. This is surprisingly not technical for what it is. There's like one bag that's technical, but besides that, it's relatively easy. To kind of put you in the headspace of where I was at when I did this, I went to bed at 12:30. I woke up at 5 a.m. I had like an appointment in the morning, and then I had clients all day, so it was my only shot to film, and I borrowed my husband's podcast cameras, except for this one's mine. So I needed to be able to use the cameras, and that was my only option. So I was on 4 hours of sleep, and I wasn't struggling. I know I'm experienced, but it wasn't difficult in my sleepy state. Aesthetics, 10 out of 10. This baby is absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. I love the coin pieces that we get with this and that they're custom printed. That is always very nice. It's super functional. I love this little tray that then you can, when you push the coins in, hold on, wrong way. There we go. That like the coin pops out here. Like I love that. That's great. I love that we have something to catch it. I love the whole thing with the coin. I love how this looks on the inside here going down. I love how the little gotchas look. Like overall, everything's incredible. Durability, 7 out of 10. I'm not testing this one. It's probably an 8, but I don't want to actually try to knock it around a little bit to see what would happen. This will come off super easy, but it's designed to, because obviously you want to be able to put the like little gotchas back in there. But like I feel like it's kind of fine for an animal handling. I know somebody that I was in line with said that they were getting this for their 4-year-old or 5-year-old like nephew. No, not nephew, sorry, grandson. And they were like, this is gonna be totally fine. And I kind of agree. And then as far as these gotcha, I have to pull it one out again. Okay, well, hold on 1 second. Not gonna lie, like I would throw this at somebody and not expect it to break. These are very solid. Value, 1 out of 10. Hear me out. Let me explain. Before you click off this video and go, nope. Let me explain. The fairest way to compare sets like this that are 1,300 pieces against ones like that are 2,600 pieces against like this guy that's like 600 or 700 pieces is to break it down to price per brick. Now there are factors that can affect a set's price per brick, including licensed IP. There is actually none within this, and weird pieces. And I think that's where this one gets messed up. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that's where I think. This is where it gets messed up. 100% I can see, pulling out another gotcha ball, that these would mess up the price per brick, because these, I would imagine, are custom pieces. I don't think I've ever seen these done before. They've got to be custom pieces. I could absolutely see that in itself messing up the price per brick. Also, there's like 12 minifigures in this, so I feel like that's driving up the price as well. We'll talk about the minifigures during the review portion. We'll talk about it. So with all that said, it costs $179.99. It has 1,343 pieces, giving this a 13-cent price per brick. Normally sets range from 6 to 12 cents. So obviously this is outside of a normal range and is very high. Hence the 1. Time, 9 out of 10. This took me 3 hours and 14 minutes. Normally I can place about 350 to 425 pieces per hour. This was 416. Still within my normal range, but very high, very quick. Joy, 10 out of 10. I don't think anyone could do this build and genuinely not enjoy it. I had such a blast. And granted, this is a very, very this is the most biased rating you're gonna get from me, but I had such a blast with this. It was so much fun opening up the gachapon with every single bag. I had so much fun like putting them in. You could see it coming along very quickly. It was very good. Overall S tier, I'm really ignoring the terrible value on this one because I think it's really justified. The minifigures are absolutely incredible on this one, and I absolutely see this being a set like the typewriter where it's like going to be a collectible or like a really cool set to have in your collection in the future. This build is 11 bags, and I'd say it doesn't really have any sections. This whole thing is kind of the vending machine. One thing I kind of wish with this is that it was called something else. I kind of think this is not a vending machine at all. Technically, I'd call this a gachapon machine, but they are defined as a type of vending machine, but I feel like vending machines are bigger and you get to pick the type of product you would like. When you crank the handle, it's a little closer to a blind box item, which I mean, I love blind box items. I've spent quite a bit of money in one specific gachapon store in Taito City in Ueno. Kind of don't know how to word that, but if you know the place, you know. I spent like $85 on blind boxes / gachas. Anywho, I love the concept, but this just doesn't feel like a vending machine. However, I know I'm 100% in the niche of people who call these gachapons. Vending machine works better from a broad appeal standpoint. Funny thing, this might closely resemble a gumball machine if you're originated from North America. This actually was designed after a gumball machine that the creator had at his parents' house. Since this is a LEGO Ideas set, it was fan submitted and then the LEGO design team finishes it off. The creator said, "At some point I thought how cool would it be to have a working gumball machine that dispenses minifigures. I really like with this build that you get to make 1 or 2 new gacha every bag. I think that part would be really repetitive if it was its own step, but it's really fun to see what minifigure you get each bag, especially if you don't look up what minifigures it comes with ahead of time. I believe that all the minifigures that comes with this one are unique to the set. Some of the minifigures for the set were actually voted in. Technically, they took the winners and runner-up and put them into the build. I'm going to show you pictures like right here or like right here, somewhere on the screen to talk about the minifigures as I'm going through it, but I'm just going to show them really quickly so that way you kind of get the joy of finding them as you're going through it like I got to do. Also, I did just look it up. Yes, all of these are unique to the set. I knew some of them were, but I wanted to check that before saying it. So yeah, they are collectibles, and I said in my June releases video that they might be re-releasing old rare minifigures. Pretty cool. First, we have the design team, which includes the LEGO fan designer, and then they wrote it in there as his alter ego, which is the LEGO team designer. So that's pretty cool. And then we also have the following categories. I'm gonna look down. LEGO Space, and we'll talk about this in a second. Castles, Pirates, Paradisa, and Fabuland. I think these are really fun and a really great choice to be in this machine. I feel like this kind of looks a little vintage, so having like the Fabuland especially in there I think is cool, and the Pirates, because there's so much history with LEGO. Anyways, let's get back to the build. Okay, look, I have no idea why we're getting all these space minifigures lately, but I am here for it. If you didn't know, the space minifigures are my favorite LEGO minifigures. Yep, I said it, I love them. We do get 2 amazing ones in this set. LEGO actually held a poll on LEGO Ideas for the castle minifigures and space minifigures, and literally the polls were so popular that they included the runner-ups. I'm like 90% sure I voted on this one too. All the colors look incredible, so I need them all released ASAP, except maybe the bright yellowish green. It looks like pew color if I'm being honest, which maybe works for space. Anywho, we also just got the upscaled baby astronaut, which is 100% a space minifigure. By the way, I totally have that one, and I'm planning on starting members only videos to review these gift with purchases. By the way, I totally have that one, and I'm planning on starting members only videos to review these gift with purchases. I love reviewing those sets, but I don't want to have to worry about how the algorithm is going to be affected by these sets, which definitely are a bit more niche than the normal sets. I'm not sure on the upload frequency of those videos yet, so we'll talk about that when I figure it out. Anywho, with the recent release of the other space minifigure, I'm excited to see what else we get. As much as I'd love to pretend this is all happening because I'm a big fan, the reality is that there's lots of people who love the space minifigures and they're just really popular, which is fantastic for me. By the way, since that was a 10-day gift with purchase, they are actually available secondhand on eBay right now for really reasonable prices relative to it being a retired gift with purchase. Sometimes these retired gift with purchases can be insanely expensive, but this one isn't that bad, and I saw so many people hyping it up on LEGO Talk. I haven't built mine, however, I have done the upscaled LEGO minifigure and the upscaled Octane driver, so I'd imagine the build will be somewhat similar. Besides that, it's got shorter limbs, so if I had to guess, the build will be fun. I love that I'm recommending a set I've never built. Apparently, this is where I'm at with Legos right now. Mega fan. Obviously, when you get the LEGO Ideas set, what you see is never the first version. Even when getting it ready to submit to LEGO Ideas, the designer had to create several versions to get the internal mechanics to work properly. I do have to say the building mechanics feel very simple to figure out, like when doing the build, not creating it. I do have to say the building mechanic feels very simple to figure out, like when doing the build, not creating it. I'm not sure if that's the LEGO team ordering the instructions in a way that's easy to understand or due to it just not being extremely technical. I'd imagine the designers didn't have to change much to the mechanisms, but if you see the original design, I think a lot of the changes were aesthetic. For example, the whole box itself seems bigger. Plus, there are a lot more minifigure gachas. The original had 6 and this version has 12. Also, I believe that some of the glass pieces are custom. They are huge and I've never seen that before. Also, the handle is a lot smaller and has a really fun design around it. It also doesn't have a gray pole going up all the corners. I do also want to say there were some adjustments to the mechanics because I know I just made it sound like there wasn't any. I believe most of it is just because the machine is bigger, but there is also the whole coin aspect which wasn't in the original. The part that dispenses the gacha I think also was aesthetically changed to look a little bit cleaner. In the original design, you do see a bit of a big base plate spinning around that was definitely changed. Oh, and definitely the minifigures inside. The ones that were in there originally were cool, but I like these ones better, except for maybe the beach dude with the hot dog. I definitely would want that one. Really quick, because I think this would be fun, and it's not like I haven't done this 5 times already. I'm gonna crank this to see which one we get out, because I actually haven't been looking. Now I know right away this isn't the gold spaceman one, because I can literally see him. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. We have the Paradisa one. So, like, you can't open them up, but they're very secure. So, yeah, you can see her little, it's the woman, and we see her, like, little torso, but also her little bird. I knew right away it was the Paradisa because, like, the bird is so, like, recognizable. Some final thoughts on this one. Yes, the price is high. Yes, the value is low, but I still think this one's very worth it, especially when it's very justified why it's that way. Also, when I was kind of browsing Reddit to see what people thought about it, some people really didn't like the space minifigures, can't relate, but you can swap these out with other ones. There are 12 of them, and that's usually what is in like a Lego series of minifigures. So if you've collected them all, that could actually be a really fun thing to add in and swap those out. So like, you're always welcome to do that, and I think that's like really fun. But overall, I cannot stress enough, this is a fantastic Lego release, and I am so happy with it. Honestly, these June releases hit so hard, and then I just saw the How to Train Your Dragon Toothless that's coming out July 1st, and I'm like, Lego, stop it! I'm already in trouble from my haul. I'm not actually in trouble. He's very supportive and he's very sweet, but I'm already in trouble for my haul. Again, I'm really not in trouble. Yeah, as I mentioned, I will let you know on those members only video. My sister's birthday is in less than a week, and my family's just like really close, so I go out and I visit for every birthday. And then it's also like my husband's and my anniversary, and our first date was in California, so we're recreating that, and it's also Father's Day. So there's like a lot of little things going on. I can't figure out doing a members only video and getting to all of these like really cool builds right now, so I will figure that out later, but what I know, you will know. Oh yeah, little side note, I feel like this looks super cool, but I'm actually gonna put it on a shelf with this one. I just need to get more shelves for my bookcase, but I feel like these totally work together, right? Like they look super cute. But this video will be coming out shortly. I also have the Pixar lamp coming out pretty shortly because that's an easy build for me to do before I leave. And oh yeah, the Disney Castle. I got that one. Also, I do want to say really quick, because I'm definitely feeling it right now. I got a lot of support on my Lego haul video, and so many kind people and so many people found me, and I've gained a lot of new friends on this channel, and it really means the world to me. So thank you so much. Thank you for making my dream a reality. And thank you for watching this video as well. If you want to like help me out in the algo or whatever, comment down below, let me know, would you get this set, and then like the video. And if you haven't subscribed, you probably will like my other content, so maybe do that. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye.